I started crying when watching that video just because like I'm just filled with so much gratitude and love, and the way these fans support women's basketball is so special. And yeah, I mean, you all knew I was going to shoot a logo 3 for the record. Come on now.
We keep things rolling here on the Sports Cubicle. I'm your host, Mike Mercado. I want to thank you so much for making us a part of your day. And that was Iowa's Caitlin Clark after breaking the NCAA women's scoring record. And what a crazy couple of months it's been leading up to this moment. What a tour it's been seeing Caitlin Clark. And whenever she's leading her Iowa Hawkeyes to a visiting arena, you see how jam-packed they are. And you see the demographics of the audience. And you see how early people are showing up. And it was such a crazy ride. Let's get into it, how this all went down. This comes to us from ESPN. Clark came into number 4 Iowa's game against Michigan with 3,520 points, needing 8 to break the mark previously set by Washington's Kelsey Plum at 3,527 from 2013 to 2017. Clark did it about as quickly as she possibly could. She got the ball off the opening tip and drove it in for a layup. Then she hit a deep three-pointer from her favorite spot on the court, the left side. An even deeper three-pointer from the same side. One of Clark's signature shots from the logo produced pandemonium from the packed house at the Carver Hawkeye Arena. It took Clark just 2 minutes and 12 seconds to become the NCAA record holder. By the end of Iowa's 106-89 victory over the Wolverines, she had also best Megan Gustafson's school record of 48 points. Quote, "I don't know if you could really script it any better," Clark said. "Just to do it in this fashion, I'm very grateful. Very thankful to be surrounded by so many people that have been my foundation." This was Clark's 4th career game, scoring 45 points or more, and she had 13 assists. In total, she scored or assisted on 79 of Iowa's 106 points. That's 74.5%. I think what's really going to be interesting about Caitlin Clark is going to be the transition to the WNBA, to the pros, and how NIL has impacted all this. She's going to make probably more money than she's ever going to make as a pro day-to-day in Iowa than she will, let's say, in the Indiana Fever. I think Caitlin Clark is a great example of, can this person translate all that fandom from this game to the next? Women's college basketball is super popular. It is a big watch. It makes a lot of money, especially nowadays where you see these ratings going up and these TV rights coming up, and what it means and what she's meant. And Angel Reese and all these different players over the last few years have really helped develop this sport to become as popular as it's been, especially in this new era of sports fandom that we're seeing with this new generation of sports fan. While celebrating this huge accomplishment that she's going to add on to as the season goes on, what would it mean for Caitlin Clark if Iowa goes on and wins a national championship, goes on a deep run, a Final Four run, a national championship game run, wins the whole thing? Would she rather stay another year? And since she has another year of eligibility, would she want to stay in Iowa? And she's going to make so much money with the NIL deals, and her being the record holder, and depending on how this season ends for Iowa, is it a better financial decision to stay? Take into account too, though, Indiana, a basketball state. What kind of impact would somebody like Caitlin Clark have in that economy for that fandom? It would be really interesting to see how this plays out. I also think it's a huge shout out. This has been something you've seen a lot about, conversations about her, is that she has so many haters, which means she has arrived. She has hit mainstream. She has hit the zeitgeist of sports fandom. Give her all her flowers. And it's so great to see that she has options, that she can make a decision that could be better for her future. And it's not just stranglehold to one decision, to one pipeline. So shout out to her, the new scoring leader in women's college basketball, Caitlin Clark, an absolute beast. It has been an absolute pleasure to see her take the sports world by storm, and it's going to be so interesting to see how this season plays out and what the future holds for the now record-holding Caitlin Clark.